guys, and welcome back to my channel. As most of you know, I just welcomed my baby girl into this world less than 2 weeks ago. If you haven't seen my labor and delivery vlog, it is up on my channel, the video right before this one, so you can check this out. This one, as the title says, will be my labor and delivery story. So in the vlog, you all got to see the visuals, and in this one, I decided to sit down with all of you and tell you in more detail how my second labor and delivery went. And so let me get started because I don't want this to be super long. So I was past due. I was only 2 days past due, so I was 40 weeks and 2 days. And I think, as most women, when they get to that final stage in pregnancy, they just want to meet their baby. They're feeling uncomfortable. I was feeling so uncomfortable. I just wanted the baby out. I started doing natural things to induce my labor, like drink ginger tea. I even had Dom give me a foot massage, because if you hit certain pressure points, they say that it can induce labor. That did not work. And so the day I actually started getting contractions, I decided to wake up and have a dancing party with my little one. We're gonna dance this baby down. We're gonna dance this baby down, down, down. So, you know, if you get the body going with whether it's walking or dancing, I heard, you know, it helps the baby get a little bit lower. And so that morning, I was having a dancing party with my little one. So I got some exercise in there. And then later that afternoon, I told Dom, since it was such a beautiful day in New Jersey that day, that I wanted to go to the park and walk. And so we walked a lot, let me tell you. We walked so much, and I was actually starting to get contractions, but it was like my regular Braxton Hicks contractions where my stomach would tighten, but it was getting like a little bit more painful as I was walking. So I'm like, oh, you know, I kept telling Dom, like, I think it's gonna work because I'm getting a lot of walking in and I kind of feel a little different. And so I got home, I'd say about 8 p.m. and when I got home, I felt like it was more painful, the contractions, and they were coming more consistently. And so I told Dom, I was like, oh, for those of you who do not know, but most of you do, Dom is my husband. So I told Dom, Dom, this is like, it's one right behind the other. It feels different, like, I don't know. And so as the night progressed, the contractions started getting a little bit more painful, so much so that I could not even sleep through them. So I put my little one to bed, and then I woke up and Dominic was in the living room, and I'm like, I cannot sleep through these contractions. I think it's like the real thing. And I told him I'm just gonna stay on the couch. So he went to the bedroom. So I stayed on the couch, and it was like about, I'd say 2 in the morning. And I'm laying on the couch and I'm like, these contractions are painful. Like, I need to wake up Dom, and he needs to take the baby to my mother's house just in case this is the real thing. So with my first pregnancy, it was different. I didn't have any pain. My water broke, but with this one I started getting contractions and my water hadn't broken yet. And if you guys haven't seen my first labor and delivery story, go ahead and check that out. I will link it so you guys can see how different it was with this one. And anyway, so I went into the bedroom, I woke up Dom, and I'm like, Dom, please take the baby to my mom's house, because my mother was the one who was going to babysit for us while I was at the hospital. And I said, please take this baby to my mom's house because I think this is the real thing. Like, it hurts really bad. Like, I cannot sleep through them. And so we were getting everything ready. Dom was like dumping things in a bag in case we had to stay at the hospital because he was gonna stay with me. I went to grab my hospital bag, and then they started just getting worse and worse, literally where I would have to stop and just like go like this and not move because it was horrible. It was horrible. Like, and I will say it again, whoever said that contractions feel like menstrual cramps, are you out of your mind? They do not feel, and I get really bad menstrual cramps and they are way worse than that, literally where you cannot walk and talk through them. And so when Dom went to drop off the baby, I downloaded the application where it you basically could time your contractions, and they were about 5 minutes apart. So it's so weird, like when I wasn't getting a contraction, I was completely fine. I can talk through them and everything, and then it would come, like you can feel it coming, and I'm just like bracing myself like, oh no, it's coming, it's coming. Oh my gosh, it was so horrible. I did not enjoy that one bit, so let me tell you. And so Dominic got back from dropping off the baby at my mother's house. We kept timing my contractions, and then they started becoming like 2 minutes apart. So Dom's like, you need to call the doctor, and I called the doctor, and the doctor said basically that I could just go ahead and go to the hospital because I was past 40 weeks anyway. I know most of you know that if you aren't dilated to a certain extent, they do send you back home to labor at home a little bit more, and I didn't want that to happen to me, but she said everything is fine and whatever. So we went. Dom put Christian music on in the car, and I was trying to like be one with Jesus in the car, like I was just trying to like go somewhere else where it wasn't the car where I was feeling so much pain. And so I was trying to concentrate and worship music, but that just made me cry even more, honestly. Like it was not working. Just the presence that was in the car just made me cry even more, so that did not help. And so when I got to the hospital, I was at the point where I couldn't even walk. The contractions were so painful. They got a wheelchair for me. So I got wheeled up to a room, and they told me to put the gown on, and I was just in like excruciating pain. And I was like, I want the epidural. Like, I want it now, please. And then they're like, okay, the anesthesiologist will be right with you. Thankfully, the anesthesiologist didn't have another emergency where they weren't around, or he was around and he was available, so he was gonna be right with me. And I just could not take it. Like, there was no way that I was going to try to have a natural labor with no medication. Like, that was just not going to happen. And so I was also afraid because with my first pregnancy, you all know the epidural did not work. And so I was afraid it was gonna happen with this one, and I just could not even imagine being in that pain for hours and hours at a time. And so when the nurse checked me, she told me I was 6 centimeters dilated, so that I was progressing well. And the anesthesiologist came in, he put the epidural in, and I was like, I look at him and I was like, you're good at this, right? How long have you been doing this? He's like, I'm pretty good at this. And so he put it in, and the pain was gone. The pain was gone. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Thank you for your prayers. The pain was gone. I did not feel anything at all. And I just want to say I had the best labor and delivery nurse of all time. Her name was Carol. I don't think she will ever see this video, but if she does, Carol, you are absolutely amazing. She made me feel so great. She was always on top of everything. She was always asking me how I was feeling. I mean, she was a tremendous nurse, and she did such a great job. And I think her help had a lot to do with my comfort level, and she was just so amazing. I got to the hospital, I'd say like at 4 in the morning, almost 4 in the morning. And then it was around 8 in the morning, and they said that I should have the baby before noon. And so then I was like at 8 centimeters dilated in the morning time, and it kind of like stopped. And so they said they were gonna add a little bit of Pitocin in to, you know, help it go along. And so when they did that, I went from like 8 to 9 like in the matter of a minute, and they had to shut it off. They were like, we had to shut the Pitocin off because you were just going way too fast now. They're like, you're definitely gonna have this baby before noon. I mean, I was just great. Like, I didn't feel any pain. I was watching TV. Like, I was in heaven. Compared to my first labor, this was like heaven to me. And so everything just went well. And then around 11:30, they checked me again and they said that I was ready. So then I told them that with my first delivery, like, I pushed her out like in 7 minutes. And so they were like, whoa, so that means that this one's gonna come pretty fast. So they did a test push. So they told me to push, and they're like, all right, okay, you're ready, stop pushing. Like, they wanted to see, you know, if the baby would come out right away. And literally I pushed 4 times and the baby came out. So it was so quick, it was painless. It was just the ideal situation. Like, I felt no pain. I was just so happy, as you guys saw in the vlog. Tears of joy, tears of joy, tears of joy. And it's just always going to be a surreal feeling. It's just so surreal. Like, there's really a baby inside of me that I am pushing out, another human being. It's the most beautiful experience in the world. The recovery is always a little bit tough, but even with the recovery, I recovered way quicker than with Samara. I guess because they weren't putting so much medication in, because the epidural actually worked this time. And I had the best nurses when I was recovering. It's just so heartwarming when you truly see people that love what they do, and people that just love people, especially in the profession of being a nurse. And they were just so amazing with me. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That was my experience with this birth. I could not be any more happier with my 2 girls, and I know you guys want to see Mila, so I will go get Mila, and I will also go get Samara, because I know you guys probably are missing the vlog. They will be back soon. I've just been trying to get a routine going with the girls, and I've been trying to recover. So the vlogs will be back soon, but I wanted to get a video up. Let me go get the girls so you all can see them. Hold on 1 second. This is baby Mila. She is currently sleeping, knocked out, tired. Let me try to turn this way so you guys can see her a bit more. She's so tired. I wish she was awake. She's about to wake up soon though. Come here. Come on, mommy. Come on, mommy. Samara, look. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Look. Mwah. Mwah. Okay. You don't want to be anymore? Go with Dada. And so that's it for my labor and delivery story. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Please also give this video a thumbs up, as it does help my channel. And so, as always, we love you, we adore you, and I will see you in the next vlog.